Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. The topic I'll be discussing is the crucial issue within our justice system, wrong convictions. Despite best efforts, many innocent people end up behind bars, sometimes for decades. Today, I'll present why expanding access to DNA testing is one of the most effective and practical ways to address this problem and improve the justice system for everyone. We will explore the current challenges, propose solutions, and real world examples that highlight the power of DNA testing to correct mistakes. Wrongful convictions are devastating. Innocent people lose years or even decades of their lives in prison, missing out on families, jobs, and normal life. Their loved ones suffer emotionally and financially, often for long periods. The problem is compounded by systematic issues in the justice system, bias against minority groups and racial parties are well documented problems. Courts often prioritize speed over fairness, pushing the cases through and sometimes at the expense of accuracy. While there are efforts to improve things like better public defenders or holding prosecutors accountable, these measures only scratch half the surface. The problem remains widespread and deeper reforms are necessary. One popular approach is giving public defenders more resources. This is important because many defenders rely on them. However, even the best lawyers can struggle to overcome systematic racism and pressure to quickly resolve cases. Another approach is by punishing prosecutors who break rules or withhold evidence. Sadly, this rarely happens. Prosecutors often have broad immunity and limited oversight, which means many mistakes or misconduct goes unpunished. DNA testing, meanwhile, has proven to be a game changer in revealing innocence. Unfortunately, not everyone can access DNA testing. Many states have restrictive laws, especially for cases that happened years ago, and sometimes critical evidence has been lost or destroyed. This means many people wrongfully convicted long ago may never get a second chance without reform. The best solution I propose is to expand DNA testing access broadly, retroactivity, um, including retroactivity for old cases. DNA testing is based on science and provides objective results. It's far more reliable than eyewitness accounts or confessions, which are often mistakes. Technological advances have made DNA testing faster, more accurate, and more affordable than ever. This means we can revisit old cases where DNA evidence exists but was never tested or was tested without better methods. To make this effective, laws must be changed to require the preservation of DNA evidence for decades and to allow convicted individuals to request new testing regardless of when the crime occurred. These reforms will create a fairer, more reliable system that can correct past mistakes and prevent future wrong convictions. There are compelling examples showing the power of expanding DNA testing. Kerry Max Cook spent 22 years on death row for a crime he did not commit. DNA testing later proved his innocence and secured his release. His story highlights the life-saving potential of the science. Some states have already passed laws to help others in similar situations. For example, New Hampshire allows people to request DNA testing on cases decades old. Colorado has made testing available for people no longer incarcerated. These changes prove reforms are both possible and effective. Clients like Detroit have taken on huge projects to clear backlogs of untested rape kits. They tested over 11,000 kits, which led to numerous prosecutions of the guilty and exonerance of the innocent. The success shows that with the commitment, resources, and political will, large-scale DNA testing efforts can work. These examples provide a roadmap for nationwide expansion. Despite the promise of DNA testing, several barriers remain. Cost is a major factor. Each test can cost several hundreds to few $1,000s, depending on the complexity. Many wrongly convicted individuals cannot afford this expense. Additionally, legal assistance is often needed to navigate the testing process. Another challenge is lost or destroyed evidence, especially for old cases. Without physical evidence, DNA testing is impossible. This makes it crucial to preserve evidence going forward. Legal complexities and lack of awareness also prevent many people from requesting testing. Some don't know their rights or how to start the process. To address these barriers, government should allocate dedicated funding for testing and legal aid. Clear prosecutors can also simplify the application process. Public education campaigns can empower people to seek testing when it's appropriate. Together, these steps can overcome obstacles and ensure fair access to justice. Expanding DNA tests benefit multiple groups. First and foremost, wrongly convicted people who prove their innocence can regain reform and build their lives. Their families also benefit emotionally and financially, as years of pain and hardship can be alleviated. The justice system itself improves by correcting mistakes, enhancing fairness, and regaining public trust. A system that admits and fixes errors gains more legitimacy in the eyes of the public. Taxpayers will also benefit too, because wrongful convictions are expensive. The cost of imprisoning innocent people, along with retrials and compensation, add up quickly. Reducing wrongful convictions save public funds. Importantly, minority groups, especially Black and Latino individuals, are disproportionately affected by wrongful convictions due to the systematic bias. Expanding DNA testing can help address that racial injustice by providing an objective, scientific method to prove innocence. Thus, the solution promotes equality as well as accuracy. Clearing innocent people from prison is only the first step. Life after wrongful imprisonment is full of challenges. Exonerees often struggle to find stable housing, secure employment, access health care, and overcome emotional and psychological trauma from their time in prison. Many face stigma and lack of social support. Organizations like After Innocence provides crucial services including trauma-informed case management, help obtaining identification, healthcare access, job training, and even free dental care. They recognize that the freedom alone is not enough. By supporting exonerees, we help ensure their reintegration is successful and sustainable. This benefits individuals and society as a whole, reducing racism and improving quality of life. In conclusion, wrongful convictions cause enormous harm not just to individuals but to also families and communities. They erode trust in the justice system, making it harder for laws to function fairly. Expanding access to DNA testing offers a clear, science-backed way to identify and correct these mistakes. It frees innocent people, prevents new wrongful convictions, and strengthens public confidence. However, reforms must include laws to protect evidence, significant funding to pay for testing and legal support, and programs to educate the public on their rights. Supporting exonerees after release ensures the freedom translates into meaningful opportunities and stable futures. The time to act is now. By adopting these measures, we can build a fair, more trustworthy justice system for all. And then here are my sources I relied to prepare this presentation. Thank you guys so much for listening.